How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to another video with South Coast Angler. So today, as you can see, we are on this beautiful river, and that river will be the River ADUR in Shoreham. So we've come up here today to do a bit of flatty bashing. I've literally just set my rods up, as you've seen, and I've put one straight out because this is, I've got here a bit late, to be honest. I should be here at low tide, but the tide is flooding. It is a big tide. I shouldn't really be fishing on a big tide, but it's better than staying at home in my local harbour knowing that there's no flounders there. So yeah, we're going to give it a go for a flounder today, but obviously we've set out the first rod. Before we even got the first rod in, I noticed there was a seal on the far bank. He's now gone into the water and he's just swimming around in front of my swim. So I don't know whether I'm going to catch anything, whether he's going to scare them all off or he's going to send them my way. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. But either way, it's lovely to be out. And it's lovely to do a video for you guys at home. So the first rig that I've got out, that was a Sea Weights loop rig with size 3 hooks, with no bling as such, apart from a pop-up bead on one hook. But this second rig, this is a 2-hook clip down rig for the flatties, and as you can see there, it's got some yellow and black beads, or green and black beads, whatever you want to say they are, and a little attractor. So we've got some beautiful ragworm from Fish On Bait and Tackle. That's all the bait we've got today, and this one I'm going to be putting a gripper lead on because the tide is pulling out there, and I want to see if this is going to probably hold a little bit better. I might chuck this up tide a little bit, just see if it grips in, but I don't know. Because that one there, that's got a wireless gripper on, and yeah, swung right round. But it's still out probably about 15 yards, and it is quite a bit of a drop off there, and the flounders will sit on the bank around here, so it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. But we're just going to get this one out up tide a little bit, and it's probably going to swing round, but we're going to give it some slack, and that slack should pick up in the tide pretty quickly without catching that tree. So I'm hoping if we do it like that, we might be able to hold the bottom. So I'm just going to leave the slack out for now. You never know, it might be the trick. So I'll give you a little show of the bait we've got from Fish On. It's in my Tronics Pro cool bag at the moment, but some lovely freshly dug ragworm in there. I've got a pound of the stuff. It's a beautiful, beautiful rag, nice and lively, nice mixture of sizes as well. So you got some small ones, and then you have got a mixture of slightly larger ones, but none of them are like overly sized, almost too big, you know. Sometimes they can be too big, but I like putting 2 or 3 worms on the hook rather than just one for the flounders, because if the flounders get hold of one worm, they'll normally just pull it off. But what I'm thinking is, if I've got a few worms on there, they might pull the first one off, but then you've still got the others on there. So yeah, it's happy days. Absolutely beautiful day for it. There's no wind at all, no rain forecast. Well, I don't think so anyway. So it should be a nice day. Hopefully we can get a flounder or 2. I'll be happy. I know they do get whiting up here, and this is probably about 2.5 miles inland from the sea. But hey ho, you never know what you're going to get in sea fishing. That's the beauty of it. I'm going to sit back, relax, wash these rods, and I might do a bait change in about 15 minutes just to see how the baits are, whether they're being crabbed out or, you know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'll bring you back if there's any action. Well, I've done a bait check on both rods, and bit of the ragworm was gone, so I'm guessing there's a few crabs. The seal is still out, like swimming around and fishing in the same area, so I'm guessing there's obviously a few fish around there. But I don't know whether I'm going to get him while he's here, but who knows. There's got to be some that get through and some fish that are hungry. So hopefully one comes along soon. The tide's coming in pretty quick. We've got about, how long we got? We've got about an hour and a half until high tide. So then at high tide, hopefully we should have a bit of slack water. He should come on the feed, and then maybe an hour, 2 hours after high tide, we might get a few as well. But yeah, big tides and a seal in the river. It's not looking good already. But hopefully we can get a flounder. That'd be really nice. If not, a nice big bass. Come on. Blimey, I'm actually getting a bite. It's right hand rod. Doesn't look like a flounder bite to me. But we're gonna leave. Might even be on. That seal is doing things I don't even know. He's jumping out of the water, splashing everywhere. I don't know what he's doing. He was right in front of me a minute ago. But that's a good sign that we're getting a bite while the seal's around. There we go, still biting. Let's have a look. I reckon this is a really small school bass. Did we get it? I don't know. Come on, please say we got it. Just so we caught a fish, we didn't blank. Yep. Exactly what I thought. Look at the size of that. Tiny little school bass. Why is the seal not eating those? Right, let's get the baits back out, I suppose. Save the blank. So it looks like I'm actually getting little bites at the moment. This right hand rod looks like it's probably a schoolie. Left hand rod, I'm not too sure. The left hand rod's definitely going. I only just put that out as well. Only small bites. Yeah, it looks rattly like a bass. That was a bit of a better tingle tangle. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's only literally just out there. No, nothing there. Definitely been nibbled though. We'll top up the bait and get it back out there. I'm pretty sure that was a schoolie. Well, I had some bites on both rods then, but no fish, unfortunately. Both baits were a little bit mangled, so fresh ones on both rods. Still hoping for that flounder. Still hoping for that flounder. There's no tide now, so I think that's why the bites have probably come up on. So I reckon if we don't see a flounder in the next hour or so, then I reckon that's it. Chances are blown. Oh well, we carry on. It looks like that seal's doing swimming lessons. He's been swimming up and down all day. I haven't actually seen him come up with a fish yet, so don't really know what he's doing, but I reckon he's definitely scared off a lot of the fish. Oh well, it is what it is, I suppose. Oh man, it's been a struggle today. We had about 4 or 5 bites in the space of about 20 minutes, and then since then we've had nothing. The tide started to ebb now, so maybe a bit of movement in the water might bring the flounders down the river, and hopefully the seal doesn't get them before I do. Yeah, it's a nightmare. The baits are getting pretty stripped, obviously by crabs, because I haven't been seeing any bites. But you know, we carry on, we keep going until the bitter end. I'm just loading up these hooks now with small ragworm. Just try and keep them moving in the water. Yeah, tough old session today. I'm just going to put this one close in, just in the margins. But keep that ragworm on top. It's mainly going to be the bottom hook that catches the fish anyway, I reckon. Just give it a little dink and we await. It's probably about halfway in the river, so it should be in the main run, so to say. Yeah, we need our little prize, come on. Just one little flatfish. That's all we want. And I'll be happy. And I'll be mission complete for another year. Come on. Don't forget guys, the sea weights hand towels are still in stock. £3.99 and you can get one of these lovely towels. They're nice and thick, green on one side, grey on the other. The sea weights badge. And the best thing of all is they can attach to your salopettes. It's so handy just to have it there, you know, when you're baiting up. Wipe your hands and just let it go, rather than put it on a wet beach or a muddy ground. It's always there and it's always dry. And as it's there, I think it does actually dry out itself, you know, as you're walking around, because it's waving in the wind. But yeah, get yourself over to seaweights.co.uk and grab yourself one of these towels. £3.99. You're not going to get any better than that. Well, as you can probably see, the tide's gone down a long way and we're still only on the one bass. Don't really know what to say, don't know what to do. Maybe I should have moved as soon as I saw the seal, or maybe I should have stayed local and tried to get one in the local harbour. I probably would have had more bass if I stayed in the local harbour, but you know, you just don't know, do you? Don't know till you try. I'll definitely try out the River Ada in my regular spot. Maybe on a smaller tide, maybe next week, but we'll see. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Either way, it's been a lovely day. There's been no wind. The sun's come out. It's not cold. It's just beautiful. Absolute beautiful. We've probably got about an hour left until we're going to pack up and go. So if these rods do go, you will be the first to see. Come on. Well, the last casts are out, guys. Last casts are out. I mean, unless I do have a flounder on this cast, I've probably got enough worm for one more cast. I don't want to stay here too much into darkness. So I've got a head torch, but you know, it's not ideal. It's not fishing very well anyway. Absolute crap. The seal's been here the whole time I've been here, and I think next time if I go fishing and there's a seal, I'm not going to fish there. Or if he turns up, I'm going to move, because I definitely think he's probably put the knockers on it. I should have had at least one flounder out here today, even though it was a big tide, but it's just one of them. It is what it is. We'll probably give it another go in a couple of weeks' time. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Not a lot of content, but I've made the effort to come up here. I've paid a lot of money for the bait, so I thought I'd put this out. So if you have enjoyed the video, guys, please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. This is winter fishing. It is hard. I could have gone down the beach and caught a load of whiting and possibly a dab, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit chilled. And here we are. Thank you all for joining me today. We'll see you in the next one. Want some ragline. Good job.